Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Lynne Life. This video is sort of an update on what's going on with Lynne because we got a big week ahead of us and I'll go into the details later. I'm also outside because we got a brief January thaw and Justin and I are going to take advantage of it and try to get some of our outside Christmas decorations put away. So let's get going.
My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynne, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are a bit different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynne Life.
All right, we're putting Santa away. Here's Santa right here. We've already put away the snowman. Justin got them out yesterday from out there somewhere. And it's supposed to rain later on today. That's why we got this very small window where we can start taking this stuff apart. And then tomorrow afternoon, supposed to get more lake effect. So when you see an opportunity to take these things down, you jump at it. If you wait on it, they're going to stay here till April. Okay, next will be the gingerbread people. Boy, the bank behind us is so dirty. It always gets dirty like that. We learned a few things this year. We're going to, and I'll actually show you here. We're going to put everything back closer to the house and away from the driveway next year so that this bank doesn't interfere with things. We're a little too close. It was fine when we put them out, but with that much snow, things change really quickly. And you can't even see these things from the road because the bank is so high anyways. And this snow over here melts fairly quickly where the banks melt very, very slowly because they're so compact and there's so much snow. They're so high. That one over there is still almost as high as the mailbox. Well, most of the lawn's empty. Removed everything except for these two trees that are kind of buried in a snowbank. We're not going to get them today, but we'll get them soon. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Maybe if the weather holds off. It's supposed to rain tonight. That'll lower that down even more if there's a possibility of freezing rain. But let's talk about Lynne right now and her upcoming operation. This all kind of was, the actual date and everything kind of hit me all at once. This past week, today is January 10th, Saturday, January 10th. This past week, I've had a doctor appointment with Lynne almost every day, except for yesterday. Yesterday was the only day. She had to meet with her primary physician. He had to sign off on that. That was the easy one on Monday. Tuesday, went to the cardiologist. She had a stress test. That was a bit more involved. Quite a bit more involved doing all that work. But we got through all that and doctor signed off on that. Her heart's good. Wednesday, we had a pre-op appointment. We did that. That was, she had an EKG, she had blood work, and I got a whole lot of information that for me, that I'm going to have to do the night before the operation and the morning of the operation and all that type of stuff. So washing her, a special soap I've got to use, things like that. Thursday, we were back to the cardiologist again for echocardiogram. That wasn't so bad. Getting her in and out. Also this week we have 4 aides. 3 of them are down. So I got one here today, the one that isn't sick. I know at least one of them has flu. So flu's happening. Okay, we got our flu shots. What we had around Christmas might have been the flu. It's a possibility. But because we got our flu shots, maybe it wasn't so bad. I generally don't get a cold. So I'm thinking possibly that was the flu. But anyways, I'm getting off track. So this coming Tuesday, the 13th, is the day that's scheduled for her operation. But it was also a day she was scheduled for her breathing test. So we had to rearrange that. We're having the breathing test the day before. On Monday, when Lynne actually had a bone density test scheduled, so we rescheduled that because that's unrelated. Rescheduled that for February. So we're doing the breathing test on Monday, hoping that goes well, because that is very, very important. She has to pass that in order to go ahead with the operation. I think she will, but the problem is I think her lungs are strong enough, even her surgeon, just looking at it, looking at the pictures and everything, he doesn't see any reason why they wouldn't be. But Lynne can't follow the instructions for the breathing test. That's one of the things with the brain injury, very difficult time following instructions. I'll tell her to, take a deep breath and blow out for at least 4 seconds. And she'll take a deep breath and go, So what I did, I got a candle and I held it out a little farther away and I says, blow out the candle. And then she does it until it's out. So she can do it, just following the instructions. So we'll see what happens on Friday. Let's just say Friday goes fine and she gets the okay from the pulmonologist for her to go ahead with the operation. Then that's Tuesday morning, I'm assuming. They haven't told me exactly what time to be there yet. I'm supposed to find that out on Monday. Then I'll bring her in and she'll be there 2 to 5 days, they say. I'm thinking she'll be there, I'm hoping it's just 2 nights, 3 days. Could be a little longer, but she should be back by the weekend either way. So hopefully all that goes fine. And they'll be removing a section of her upper left lung where she has one tumor, small tumor that is not aggressive, but it's got to go. And there's another one there that is not cancerous. But they'll probably remove both since they're fairly close to each other. So they'll get rid of both of those, a section of the lung, and then there'll be some rehab after that, especially breathing, stuff like that. So keep us in your prayers. Keep Lynne in your prayers that everything goes smoothly. I know she's tough and should be able to get through this. And I'm going to keep you posted. I will keep you posted. So probably sometime this coming week, expect an update. I'll definitely give you that because I know there's a lot of you out there that are concerned and want to know what's going on. So that's how I'm going to let everybody know. So I think that's all I got for you today, and that's plenty. And we'll see you next time on the Lynne.